Okay, so a couple things. If I just played it like that, and you're the teacher, okay, what would you say about my performance? What would you tell me to fix, or was it perfect? What didn't sound right? You're the teacher, come on. What didn't go as well as some other spots? Speak. I'm waiting. Well, what didn't sound quite as good? The 16th notes. You're absolutely correct. That's exactly where I would have started, which means that you actually knew they weren't quite as good as the rest of it, which means you have to practice them more. Okay, so the thing about playing quickly, all right, when you play, okay, we have rhythm with the bow, okay, but there's also rhythm in the left hand, okay? So you actually have to feel like there is rhythm here. So, okay, so that it gets very, very precise and very, very even. So there's a couple things that we do automatically, and these are practice techniques. One of which is that you play it slowly, okay? You can also use separate bows, okay? So you would get this going. So what you do is you're setting up the rhythm to get that expectation of with the left hand, okay, that matches that. And you can do the same thing here. Another one that we use is called dotted rhythms, just like what you've been playing. So you would actually practice, but you play them super quick, so that the dot is really, really close to the next note. So, and in that way, you would practice both this quick exchange between the 4 and the 3, plus this quick string crossing. It's because we have. That's actually hard, okay? So, you have dotted rhythms, and we play the dotted rhythms both ways. We play it, and then we also play it backwards. So you play these two quick. Okay? You can do them separate that way. And you do it backwards. Okay, so the point of all this is that the way the brain works is every time you try something that's different from what it actually is, it improves all those connections, okay? It's sort of like challenging your brain to do something different, all right? And it makes it stronger in other areas, okay? So that's why we do that, and these are known techniques that every student learns, and the reason they learn them is they work. Okay. The other one is called add a note, and I think we talked about that once. So you would play. Okay. So they're all practice techniques. Can you remember all those? What were they? Well, that was the easy one because we just did it. Okay. Add a note. We have to work on his memory. Dotted rhythms, okay, both yum, ba-bum, and ba-dum, ba-dum, okay? So and you can play them hooked, separate, slurred, it doesn't matter, okay? The more the better, okay? And then play it separate if it's slurred, play it slurred if it's separate. You can even play it some without the bow and feel dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Okay? When we talk about the left hand, we talk about the inner rhythm or pulse of the left hand, okay? The left hand actually doesn't do sort of like if you watch good piano players, okay, you'll see their hands doing this. They go, and the hands kind of doing this with the rhythm. It's pulsing so that the interior rhythm of anything they play is really precise. We do the same thing on cello with the left hand. So if I'm playing, you're watching the wrong hand, this one, okay? See it going like this? So I'm feeling every single note as it goes by. Okay, so those are a few things that you can use to practice. The opening is very, very good, okay? Remember that these notes, okay, with the dashes and dots are more bow, okay, even more bow. So you're kind of, but it could be, so all these are going to be the same style. This will be very, very long. When you get down to here, this is what's weird, and I know it's hard to understand, but when we play an eighth note with a dot, it's not the same as playing a quarter note with a dot. Because the quarter note's longer, the sound has to last longer. So when we play these, I don't want you to play them off the string. So they're more like that press and release, like on that idea. It's the front part of a dotted rhythm. Okay, so and this one's long with the down. Okay, so let's try a couple things. So let's see what we can do with this one. Okay, so let's try add a note. So you're going to play the first note. The first note, bump, short, bump, and we're going to play it all separate. Okay, now play the first two notes. Bump up, no, bump up, on the string, just like this. It's going to be like this. More weight. It's a little flat. Higher forward. There it is. Okay, now play three. Faster. Faster. Okay, so I want you to say to yourself, 1, 4, 3. No, as you play it. Again, higher 3. But you've lost the stroke. Bum, bum, bum. Good. Good, now play. Bum, 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 bum. No, just button. That's it. Do it again. Good. When you can play that 10 times in a row, you can go on to add the next note. Okay? What's happening is that one ends up, oh, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dee-dee, ba-da-dee-dee, ba-da-dee-dee. Okay, try it again. Try again. Go slower. The 4's flat. There it is. Again. Good. Play 2 of them in a row. Bop, 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 bop. Always starting down low. Faster. Good. But wait. Noisy. There it is. Now play the 5 notes. But don't pull the bow down. Just ba-da-da-da-dum. But it's not really coordinated. No, it's coordinated. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Forearm, not upper arm. There it is. Try it again. Now play it slurred. No, just that far. Again. Stay into the string. Good. Now separate. Separate again. Now play dotted. Dum ba dum ba dum. Again. Keep the right. Dum ba dum back up. When we do dotted rhythms in this particular instance, we don't pick the way up. So it's like. it. Now play da da ba ba bum. We just played dum ba bum ba bum. I want you to play ba 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 bum. 1 4 3 4 8 again. Don't let the weight off the bow. That's it. Again. Quicker. Not faster, quicker. No, quicker is ba da bum. Good. Faster would be ba da bum, you know. Okay, good. You get the idea. So when you can do all of those really effectively, then go back and play it slur, a little under tempo, and then speed it up. And you go, okay, that's easy now. Okay? So that's what I need on this piece. Okay? The very opening, one last thing, was very, very good. You could use a little, you need to hold on to the bow slightly more firmly. Okay? So you're kind of letting the bow, like this. Hang on to the bow so that you can feel your hand dipping, you know, below the string a bit. So, so vertical, but into the string. Try it. So heavier, in other words. Good. And you can go ahead and bounce, but yeah, do it one more time. Watch your wrist. It went bum bum. Good. Now stay a little closer to the string and play lower into it. Remember, those are gonna have more yeah. Not that much. Yeah, which way? Ya, wa, ya, da, dee. Weight into the. That's the idea. Okay. So you'll fix those things, right? And then we had. Did you work on this one?
Yeah.
Why is there a hole in your music? And it went through the. You accidentally did what? You poked a hole through your music. Look at this. Did you hit it with your bow?